What's up, 8th graders? Zach here to walk you through, again, small groups at home. What I want you to think about right now is the situation that probably happened to you when you were growing up. You remember how your parents would sometimes give you a warning by counting down? Like, I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 for you to stop doing that, right? And you'd be doing this bad thing and they'd come to you and they're just like, okay, 1, 2, I'm being serious, don't make me hit 3, right? Why did we always want to push that boundary? We always wanted to wait till maybe the last minute, maybe sometimes we waited till 3 to see if they would actually do something. You see, this situation is kind of similar to how God treated the Israelite people. In the story you're going to read today, you're going to learn about the fall of Jerusalem. You see, God's people living in Judah, they have been following God for a while, being obedient sometimes, but a lot of times messing up. And they messed up time and time and time again, and God kept forgiving and protecting and providing. But it had reached a point where these people weren't going to learn. And so God had to punish them. He'd given them all this warning. He had counted to 3, but they weren't listening. So God had to punish them. And what happens in this story is God lets this city called Babylon take over the city of Jerusalem, God's holy city. This was God's perfect place for the people of Israel. And he was willing to let Babylon come in and punish them because they had to learn. Now that seems kind of harsh, but I don't want you to miss what God also does. He's still going to protect his people. He's going to leave what's called a remnant, or a few people that still follow him, to eventually bring his kingdom back. Sure, this situation's going to seem hopeless for a little while, but eventually something amazing is going to come from this. It's just sometimes we need to learn our lesson. Take these things to heart as you process these things tonight. Have a great night.